I always knew God had a plan for me, but the devil's always trying to put his hands on me. And if you look good. Yo, it's NY coming straight from East Harlem, doing an interview for the Rios show. Blew out, check it out. Let's do it.
Today, me and my partner Infinite are going to interview Andy, aka Blue L, a very talented hip-hop artist who just came out with a mixtape called Young Urban Psychopaths. He's also a director and editor, so he gave us a chance for us to go into his apartment and for us to pick his brain.
Alright, the mixtape has been a process about 6 or 7 years probably. I've been recording this mixtape. Some songs on there like 40s, feel good music. Those have been recorded since I was like 17 or 18. I pretty much have been promoting this mixtape as the only mixtape, rap album, rap anything where every single lyric is 100% real and honest. You could dissect every single song, every single lyric, every single girl's name, every word said literally happened in real life. That's why it took so long. I had to actually live life in order for those songs to be written. I'm a huge Sade fan. I got Sade all throughout my iTunes. So the beat was made by this kid named Chemist. I'm a big fan of his. I found him on SoundClick a long time ago. I used a lot of his production on the mixtape. Another video I did, which is just like a real simple video I shot myself called Time Left, was produced by him. I sent him that track. He sent me some great feedback. He was telling me how he's an empath and how he could really feel. It's funny how people see your songs, because it was like, to him it was a coming of age song and reminiscing on the past, and I didn't really even notice that until he had dissected the song himself. But yeah, he made the beat. I'm a Sade fan, so that was just instantaneous. I heard the beat and I wrote to it. I got in a car accident, see what year was that? That was maybe 2010 maybe. Me and my boy G-Pack used to have a 350Z, and it was raining one night. I used to live in Yonkers for a little while with my pops, and we was driving, getting onto the highway, and it was a stick shift car, raining. You know, if your car is rear wheel drive and it's raining, car can fishtail when you're switching gears or you speed up. So started fishtailing. We're on the highway. I think we was on the Deegan. I'm not sure. And fishtail spun out of control. We were doing 360s into 350, and just saw cars, oncoming traffic, bumped into all the side rails, everything, and came out of it without a scratch. So chilling, you know. So that made me feel like I was invincible. So I just feel like a god sometimes. I really just feel like I can't die, like I'm bulletproof. So that's a line from I talk about it in a song called Plan For Me, which is my most recent video starring Janice Danger and Louis Badass. My boy Tefe shot that. He's a director as well. He works with Blue L. And basically Dwizzy did one of the tracks featuring Noah Vincent and Lucid, and he engineered one of those. But primarily I was recorded by another person I met through ASMG, Ford, 4D. Some people call him 40, some people call him Ford. He used to have a joint on 96th Street on First Ave, so I used to just go to his crib, little in-house studio, but he's an amazing engineer. He's a master of his craft. You don't need the craziest soundboards and equipment. He engineered Plan For Me. Mixed Signals with Mark Phoenix, Time Left, Real, that was produced by Lucid. He engineered a bunch of tracks on the mixtape. I'm always reminiscing about the past. I get whether it's females, the good times with friends, you know, my boys, my brothers, the wild dogs, all the crazy shit from high school, you know, man, just living life, a lot of deviant stuff, running trains, fucking bitches, gangbangs, everything, throwing parties in the crib when mom wasn't around, everything, smoking blacks in the crib, 40s everywhere, cleaning up the house, cops knocking on the door, all that kind of stuff is just things I reminisce on. I'm 24 now, but still kind of in that life, but it's always different because then everybody split up, they went to college. It was like things kind of changed. At one point in time, these were people you were with every single day. These are, that's pretty much the mixtape. You gotta go listen for yourself, but it's a lot of reminiscing. Rather Not Care pretty much came together because he's one of my best friends and I had to have him on a track on the mixtape. I actually was playing him the beat in my living room right here. He told me he liked the beat, told him to jump on it, And that's pretty much how all that came together. Rich takes a long time to get you a verse back. You could be his best friend, his brother in life, but he will make you wait a couple months. The mixtape took long because Rich P had not sent me that verse. So if you guys were waiting for the mixtape, bother Rich P at Rich P213 on Twitter, Instagram. Just hit him up, tell him he sucks or something. Rich, people don't know Rich is a spitter. Now they would know that. I mean, he still puts the bars in there, but Rich can rap. He can really rap. He's a lyricist first before all of the swag stuff. So it's just dope because I sent him the track, you know, it has my 2 verses on it. I left him the verse empty, and he used my flow, the same fast flow, the I wake up in the middle of the night, and you know, he used that same flow. He used the I stay. How he starts off that verse? I wake up in a little bit of clothes with a couple of model bitches and a little bit of he used the same flow and everything. So he matched my fast flow, and that's not his normal flow. So it's dope that he could switch that. That reminded me a lot of how, like when Big was on the track with Bone Thugs and Harmony, Big wasn't a fast rapper, but Big switched up his flow to match it up on Notorious Thugs. Ain't too many can't bang with us, you know, like that whole thing. So it's dope when an MC does that. So it really shows. And to me, that's the Rather Not Care verse from Rich is one of my favorite verses from Rich in general. So that collab had to happen. I'm glad that we bring out the best in each other. At least I like to think so. Wavy as fuck and I'm lit like a matchstick. We be getting brains, but we never fuck a fat bitch. That's a real story. Back in the days, used to throw parties downtown, my uncle's crib in the LES, chilling. He had this girl named LaShonda, fat bitch. Bro, yo, LaShonda came through to the party. Me and my boy Chris, aka C-Nove, Casanova, Caesar Knock, he got a lot of names. But that kid Cass, that's what he's going by nowadays, my bad. And LaShonda was in the room, my boy Juco was getting it in, he was getting his dick sucked, we walked in, took our dicks out too, got some head, but yo, she was like, I mean, it was just horrible. I got a lot of pride. I got a lot of pride, and like I'm like kind of like a narcissist when it comes. I mean, not, you know what, just the bitch was whack, so I felt bad and guilty when I stuck my dick in her mouth. So I literally stuck my dick in her mouth and then walked away. I had to get out of there. My boy Chris always reminisces on it, how I walked away from head, how I was just getting my dick sucked and just left the room and went back to a party. 40s video concept, there's a lot of characters in that video. You go and watch 40s and Y40s. Shout outs to a lot of people who made that video come to life, because I wasn't really sure how that video was gonna come to life at all. Because that's a video before I was making videos. That song was made around 2009. And my boy on that back then was called, his rap name used to be Michigan J. Now he's the Supreme Juco. So you actually hear it say NY and Mitch. I'm referring to his old rap name, but he's the Supreme Juco now. Supreme Juco is one of my best friends, who just is, I mean, kind of, I don't know, a drag queen. I don't know what it is now, but he's a rapper. He's a dope spitter. And he wears wigs, fur coats, he likes to paint his face. You can see him in other videos like that. But he's from East Harlem also, El Barrio, you know, he reps this shit. Shout out to Love Notes, she did the mural of 40s right there. She did all the artistic work, and she actually did the makeup for the Supreme Juco also, so I gotta show her a lot of love. She's a great artist, and she's a painter, a graffiti artist, she does a lot of things, so definitely check her out, Love Notes NYC. Just listen to the mixtape and just listen to it. That's all I want you to do. Download it and listen to it. Young Urban Psychopath. If you're a Third Eye Blind fan, you might recognize the words Young Urban Psychopath. That's one of my favorite bands, and they say it in one of their songs. The concept, shout out to Janice Danger. She did the cover artwork, the back artwork. I'm heavily inspired by film, so if you notice me on the cover, I'm standing there with like a white mask. I got that from Vanilla Sky, one of my all-time favorite films. And then my shadow in the cover is the bunny from Donnie Darko. So very heavily inspired by Donnie Darko and Vanilla Sky and Stanley Kubrick, Quentin Tarantino. I mean, just Spike Lee, all my favorite directors in film. You hear throughout the mixtape, I even put pieces of film, certain things like this dialogue from American Psycho, from Pulp Fiction, from Into the Wild. That was directed by Sean Penn, I believe. And you'll hear a lot of stuff with film integrated into my music. That's where I'm most heavily influenced. So go take a listen. To me, it's nothing like you've heard. I mean, you're not gonna find a lot of music like it, and it's real hip hop. I'm a lyricist first and foremost. I'm a rapper. I've been rapping since I was 12, and I'm 24 now. So that's what I'm originally been doing. I started doing videos as a means just to make videos for myself. Then other people would just happen to like what I was doing, so I did videos for them, and that became its own entity. But as far as rap is what I do first and primarily.
I always knew God had a plan for me, but the devil's always trying to put his hands on me. And if you look good